Hello there, viewers. Welcome back to the Toffee Takeover. And while the season may still be in its early stages, I feel like we are riding our luck so far, as you can clearly see by what you saw in the last episode versus Dortmund. And of course, trying to get all these goals scored. We're sitting in 8th place with all these own goals that we've scored. If we don't actually start scoring goals, our luck's definitely going to be running out. So let's see if we can try and actually do that versus Valencia today. What's up, peoples? It's Gendo here, and if you're still enjoying the series, please do go and drop a like. And today we're going to be traveling out to the Mestalla to take on Valencia in our second Champions League group stage match. But before we get to that, we of course got to go over all the matches that we've played since last time out. In our first match after the Dortmund match, in a complete goal fest that did not include a single own goal, we came away with a 5-3 victory versus Bournemouth. Adamo Lookman, Sandro, Tom Davies, and Gylfi Sigurdsson getting himself a brace to down the cherries, though Callum Wilson was really trying to make my day a horrible one. He got himself a brace on their side, was looking to score more goals, really should have scored more, and it probably could have ended up in 5-5 because Callum Wilson, within those last 12 minutes, was just in on net every single time. The defense just couldn't find him, couldn't figure out what to do with him, but we were able to escape with a 5-3 victory. And you know how I was saying earlier about us riding our luck throughout this season? Well, I think especially in the League Cup, our luck definitely ran out as we lost to Watford by the score of 2-1, but we were the better side on the day. David Klaassen getting a goal in the 31st minute, had the better stats, the better shots on target, but just take a look at this timeline of events for Watford. 2 goals in 2 minutes at the very death of the match. Once again, we were talking about defense not really doing their best job, especially within the last 15 minutes of a match. Well, they let Capu and Florentino Koeman score the goals to send Watford to the next round of the League Cup. Fortunately, this doesn't really factor in. This doesn't really matter as far as the board is concerned, but still, a very disappointing loss to throw it away within stoppage time. And then finally going out to the Etihad to take on Manchester City, we lost by the score of 2-1. Sergio Aguero doing what he does best, scoring goals. He got both of them here. Mason Holgate off of a corner kick, getting one back for us, but we were the vastly inferior side. We were overmatched, overrun by the pace of Manchester City, and there was just no way that we were going to ever sniff getting an equalizer just because of how powerful and how attack heavy Manchester City were, that they were just constantly shoving it down our throats. And might as well get a quick look at the Premier League table before we get into the match versus Valencia. We are currently sitting in 7th place after 6 matches. Liverpool on top, Spurs, City United finishing out the top 4. Arsenal and Chelsea down here middle of the table. That's not where I expect to see them. Clearly not where they're expected to be either. But like I said, it's still early doors. They could definitely turn that around and get top 6. And the only casualty for today's match is Seamus Coleman not going to be able to play because he picked up a concussion in the match versus Watford. Now, me and my all-knowing, all-powerful wisdom, we didn't register a lot of right backs. Mason Holgate is not registered for the Champions League. Completely my fault on that side, so we're going to have to make a couple of changes to help placate and actually play in a style that I want. And that style that I want is going to be using the 4-2-3-1 away from home. First time in a long time that I'm doing it, with Jordan Pickford in between the sticks, Michael Keane on the right-hand side, Adibas, Dendoncker, and Lukaku along the rest of the back line. We got Idrissa Gana Gueye in the defensive mid spot, Ross Barkley the center mid. The 3 attacking mids will be Siggy down the middle, Morales on the right, Bolasie on the left, and of course Sandro sitting up top. Hopefully he can score some goals today, otherwise we're going to be in a world of hurt. Now, Valencia lost their first group stage match versus Juventus, but they still have a solid side putting out there 4-4-2 with Zaza and Caleri sitting up top, Nani, Maximovic, Cancelo along the middle of the park. They got Jose Gaya, which is somebody that I wanted to go after, and of course Everton going after in real life. Gabriel Paulista, Jason Marullo, and Montoya along the back line, and Neto sitting in between the sticks. I think it's going to be a very rough game. I think it's going to be a very hard-fought game. And apparently we are the underdogs. Maybe it's because we're away from home. But I feel like this is going to be a very hard-fought game, and I really can't pull the sides apart. If I can pull away with a draw away from home, I'll be happy. 8 minutes on, though, here he comes. Oh, my God. I was about to say 8 minutes on, and here comes Valencia. As I was about to make some changes, oh, he was offside, so forget about that. It's like I was making tactical changes, and all of a sudden, goal pops through for Valencia. Wasn't happy about that, but now we have an attacking chance on our side. Michael Keane, he's not a crosser of the ball, and that's why I really was hesitant about putting Michael Keane out there on the right-hand side. He isn't a good crosser, but there was nobody else that we could have put out there. John Caleri coming through, and now Valencia have got themselves a goal. God damn it. It was one of those things where I needed to put somebody out there on the wing that could do a good job of crossing the ball. Elustondo, even though he is a right back, is not a good crosser. I thought putting Michael Keane out there would have been a good idea. Clearly it's not, and we're losing. 37 minutes gone now, and since that opening goal, we've been doing well, matching them shot for shots, holding the possession about the same. Jordan Pickford doing extremely well and making some saves, but we need to turn it around on the other end and get some chances on the other side in the hopes that we can equalize this match. And as we're coming up to halftime, there hasn't been a lot of good in this entire match, and really, I don't know what to say to these guys. I mean, we got Yannick Bolasie, who's been absolutely poor, so I'm going to tell these guys I expect a much better showing. Michael Keane out there on the right-hand side, 6'3", not looking all that great. So that's a big problem here. Okay, so the thought process, having a little think here. We're going to put Siggy out on the wing. We're going to make him a Raumdeuter because apparently he's decent in that spot. And David Klaassen is going to be coming in the center attacking mid role, and he's, of course, going to be a shadow striker since that is his main role there. I think we're going to be fine with this. It's going to be a little bit rough, but second 45, I feel like we can get a goal. Like I said, if we can come away with a draw here, I'll be completely happy. A loss will definitely hurt our chances because against Valencia, I felt that Valencia were the team that we could possibly sneak points away from, and not Dortmund like you saw last time. 3 minutes into the half, Valencia coming through with a long cross over top to Nani. It's off the post, and then Joao Cancelo puts it into the back of the net. It's 2-0 to Valencia. This defense is all over the place. Not really knowing who to mark, not knowing how to defend, keeping a very high line. Maybe it's because I have this set to attack, and that's why I have a very bad high line. And this was just a whole bunch of grouped players down there in the middle of the box, so can't blame the high line for that. Players looking frustrated. I'm definitely frustrated over how everybody's going about their business. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to think. Jordan Lukaku is going to be coming off for Leighton Baines, and who do I sub out as well? We're just going to go with this for right now. Morales with a free kick deep in the area. It falls to Ross Barkley. It's a penalty. Thank you. We're going to have a chance to get one back. Foul in the box, and Gylfi Sigurdsson is going to be stepping up to the mark to put this away. On his right peg, he steps up, takes a crack, and into the far post it goes. The right side makes it 2-1. Gylfi Sigurdsson with his third goal of the season. He is currently the leading goal scorer for Everton. That's not a good thing because I want it to be Sandro, but Gylfi showing that he has every bit of technical prowess and goal-scoring ability that he can lead us to glory. But now we need to get one more goal. Now 13 minutes left to go. Ross Barkley is coming off for Tom Davies. Jose Gaya is injured on the Valencia side. I don't know if they made all three of their subs yet, but we should probably tell them to push up, push forward. We need as many attackers going up as possible. So I'm telling them to push forward. All shout. We need one more goal, boys. If we can somehow sneak away a goal to level this match up. 5 minutes of stoppage time on the clock. There's potential. But it's a Valencia potential. Oh, it's off the post. Good clearance away. That was probably the last thing that is going to be shown. 10 seconds left to go in this match. It's going to be Leighton Baines. What are you doing with that throw-in? Just delivered it directly to a Valencia player. And it doesn't matter at this point in time because Valencia is going to win. Referee's going to blow his full-time whistle as soon as the ball's thrown in. There it is. Valencia 2, Everton 1. It was a pretty poor day throughout. And honestly, I'm just not happy with how everyone played. Plain and simple. Defense didn't hold down, didn't do their job. And really, I think the problem was that I threw Michael Keane on the right-hand side because he's not a guy that could play on that right-hand side. And also, he picked up an injury. Great. It's an upper body injury, though, so he can live with it. But let's just get into Michael Keane. And like I said before, I threw him out there on the right-hand side, completely omitting that he's pretty bad in crossing, pretty bad in dribbling. He's not a natural wing back. So I thought, hey, because he's got pace, he could definitely help us out on that side, and it just was not to be on this day. We're definitely going to miss Seamus Koeman. That's what it is. We're definitely going to miss Seamus Coleman's pace and his crossing ability for the next couple of weeks. But hopefully he will be fit for that match versus Juventus, which is, of course, going to be coming up in a relatively short time. We got 2 matches in the league before we then take on Juventus. So, yeah, not a match that I'm expecting to win, both home or away, but much like with Dortmund, wasn't expecting to get anything out of that either, but we got a draw. Maybe we can hope for a draw here. Before we go, just going to say one thing. Of course, if we finish dead last in this group, the series is done. It's over. But if we do somehow make third place, if we get Europa League football, I will continue on with that because it's European competitions. And we'll also have another transfer window to try and rectify the mistakes of what we did in the summer. Please let me know in the comment section below what you think about that. But anyway, guys, that's the end of this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please do go and drop a like, share with all your friends, and subscribe if you are new and want to see more Football Manager content on the channel. But anyway, guys, I've been Gendo, and you have been awesome, and I'll see you next time. Take care, and peace out.